Life's struggles are temporary, but God's strength is everlasting. When we place our hope in the Lord instead of our circumstances, He renews our strength to keep moving forward. Waiting is never easy, but God uses seasons of waiting to shape our character, deepen our faith, and prepare us for His perfect plan. Never give up, because the God who carried you yesterday will carry you through tomorrow. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40-31. Have you ever reached a point where you felt like you had nothing left to give? You wake up every morning carrying the same burdens. You work hard, but the bills keep piling up. You pray, but the answers seem delayed. You smile in front of people, yet your heart is silently breaking. Many people know exactly how that feels. Perhaps you do too. Today, I want to share a story that reminds us why we should never lose hope. There was once a young father who had recently lost his job. For months, he searched everywhere for work. He submitted application after application. He attended interview after interview. Each time he returned home, his children would run to the door with smiles on their faces. His wife would ask gently, "How did it go today?" Every time, he forced a smile and answered, "Maybe next time." But when everyone had gone to sleep, he sat alone in the living room. He stared at the ceiling with tears in his eyes. He wasn't just worried about himself. He was worried about his family. He wondered how he would pay the rent, how he would buy food, how he would keep going. One night, as he opened his Bible, his eyes rested on these words. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. He read the verse again. Then again, he realized that God wasn't promising a life without hardship. God was promising strength for those who continued to trust Him. The next morning, nothing had changed on the outside. He was still unemployed. His problems were still real. But something had changed inside his heart. Instead of waking up with fear, he woke up with faith. He continued applying for jobs. He continued praying. He continued believing that God had not forgotten him. Weeks later, he received a phone call. A company offered him a position that was better than any job he had applied for. As he hung up the phone, tears filled his eyes once again. But this time, they were tears of gratitude. Looking back, he understood that God had been working all along. Even during the waiting, even during the silence, even during the struggle. Sometimes we believe that if God is quiet, He isn't working. Sometimes we believe that if God is quiet, He isn't working. But throughout Scripture, we see that God often does His greatest work behind the scenes. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil before anyone can see it, God is preparing blessings that may not yet be visible. If you're struggling today, don't mistake God's silence for His absence. He sees every sacrifice you make. He hears every prayer you whisper. He knows every burden you carry. And He promises to renew the strength of those who place their hope in Him. Perhaps your breakthrough hasn't come yet because God is preparing you for something greater than you imagined. Don't stop believing. Don't stop praying. Don't stop trusting. Because God's timing is always perfect. The waiting season is not a wasted season. It is often the place where God builds the strongest faith. Inspirational quote. Your greatest breakthrough may be hidden inside your longest season of waiting. Keep hoping in God, because His promises never fail. If you're feeling tired today, hold on to God's promise. He will renew your strength, guide your steps, and remind you that no struggle is greater than His faithfulness.